So gender equality, which should really be equity, right? Because I'd reference where we're from. In the continent, we've seen a lot of issues in relation to women, gender-based violence, unemployment, poverty has a woman face. So if we're going to look at policies of reducing poverty, then we need to ensure that we're working on our gender equity policies. So that is why I really brought these two, because I think you can't talk about poverty and not talk about empowering women. Botswana, like other Southern African countries, are really affected by climate change, long droughts or floods, and issues to food security. We're already seeing that. I think it was earlier this year that it was said that we are actually experiencing the lowest amount of cereal that we've had. And this is mainly because of the long, prolonged droughts that we've had. And it's undeniable that climate change exists. In particular to climate change, I've recently become more involved in agriculture, and we're talking about innovation in the agricultural spaces, more drought-resistant seeds, for example, hybrid of animals, goats, cattle, that are more drought-resistant, that can produce more meat, given the food supply issues. So there's that kind of pocket that we're trying to enact some change in the agricultural sector. First, it is for the people to understand what climate change is, right? And to understand that some of the changes aren't just normal or natural, because sometimes there is no rain. During the prolonged drought, for example, people would just say, well, it's one of those things, but it isn't. So once we realize and recognize what it truly is, then we would be in a better position to actually work towards adaptation and learning new ways of dealing with this new climate that we are now faced with.